Hello everyone. Let's start the next topic, that is principal solutions of trigonometric equations. Principal solutions of trigonometric equations. So what is a trigonometric equation? A trigonometric equation is an equation an equation involving trigonometric an equation involving trigonometric functions is called trigonometric equations. An equation involving trigonometric functions is called trigonometric equations. And we know, when we are talking about any equations, the main goal, the main aim, why we study equations is because we try to find the solutions for the equations. We try to find the solutions for the equations, whether it can be quadratic equation, cubic equation, algebraic equation, polynomial equation, or trigonometric equation. So when we are studying about equations, mainly we are talking about how to find the solutions of the equations. Here we are talking about the trigonometric equations. So we will talk about how to find the solutions of the trigonometric equations. So here we will be talking about two types of solutions. One type of solution is principal solution, and the another type of solution is general solution. So first we will talk about what is principal solution. We know in this year 2021, for your academic year, the general solutions topic is deleted from your book. The general solutions topic is deleted from your book. So for now we will be talking about what is principal solutions, and when we are doing CET or JEE type of questions, we will see what is general solution also. Now we talk about how to find the principal solutions. Let's start by taking one simple example. Suppose we have sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. Sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. For what value of x? For what value of x we get root 3 by 2? We get root 3 by 2 if x is equal to pi by 3. If x is equal to pi by 3, we get sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. So now then, this x equal to pi by 3 is called the principal solution. X equal to pi by 3 is called the principal solution of the equation sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. We take one more example. Suppose if you take cos x is equal to minus 1 by 2. Again we need to find the value of x. We need to find the value of x. So to find the value of x, we see what is that we need. We need negative. Cos should be negative. Where do we get cos negative? We get cos negative in second quadrant and in the third quadrant. We get cos negative in second quadrant and third quadrant. Second and third quadrant. So this we get minus 1 by 2 if we take cos of, how do we get angle in second quadrant? In second quadrant we should have pi minus. If you take pi minus, then we get angle in the second quadrant. So pi minus 1 by 2 for cos, where do we get 1 by 2? For pi by 3. So this is, that means cos pi minus pi by 3 is equal to minus 1 by 2. This minus 1 by 2 we are writing in terms of cos pi minus pi by 3. This same root 3 by 2 also we can write it as sin of pi by 3. So x will be equal to pi by 3. In the same way here we are writing cos x is equal to minus 1 by 2. This minus 1 by 2 we are writing it cos of pi minus pi by 3. Now we simplify this. Cos of pi minus pi by 3 is 2 pi by 3. So cos x is equal to 2 pi by 3. So we can write x is equal to 2 pi by 3. X is equal to 2 pi by 3. Now we can see this angle we are getting in the second quadrant. We can also get cos negative in third quadrant also. In third quadrant also we can get. So we can also write cos x is equal to minus 1 by 2, which can be written as cos of, we take one angle in third quadrant. If you want angle in third quadrant, we should take pi plus. When you take pi plus, we get the angle in third quadrant. So pi plus, again where do we get 1 by 2? 1 by 2 is for pi by 3. So this one is in third quadrant. In third quadrant cos is negative. This is even multiple of pi by 2. So cos will remain cos. Then we get cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 will be 1 by 2. Now this value is equal to cos of 3 pi plus pi, 4 pi by 3. Now from this we can see x is equal to 4 pi by 3. So we get x equal to 2 pi by 3 or x equal to 4 pi by 3. So this is how we find the solutions for the given equations. Given this is a trigonometric equation because cos x is trigonometric function. If the equation involves trigonometric function, that is trigonometric equation. So this is a trigonometric equation. Here by now I think you have understood, when we are finding the solution, if we are finding the solution means we are finding the angle. We are finding the angle. For which angle you get this value. Now a condition on, this is one example how we are solving the solutions for given trigonometric equations. Now one condition for principal solutions is, principal solution means the angle. Principal solution means you should find one angle. The angle that you get should be between 0 to 2 pi. The angle that you get, it should be between 0 to 2 pi. It should be between 0 to 2 pi. If you take, this is pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. So we are making one full circle. You should take angle, you can take angle in first, second, third and fourth quadrant. We should take only one full circle. We cannot go one more time again, because if you go one more time again you will get the same values. So principal solution means you should take only this value. Your x value should be between 0 to 2 pi. If you take one more round, if you go one more rotation, again you will get the same values. If you go one more rotation, again you will get the same values. But those values will not be the principal solution. Those values will not be the principal solution. For example, You can take sin x is equal to root 3 by 2, which is equal to sin pi by 3. X is equal to pi by 3. This is what principal solution. Now I can take this in another way. Sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. I can also write this as sin of 2 pi plus pi by 3. Now what is sin of 2 pi plus? In which quadrant you get 2 pi plus pi by 3? Till here it is 2 pi plus pi by 3. Again it will come in the first quadrant. In first quadrant sin is positive, so we get plus 2 pi. 2 pi means it is 4 into pi by 2, even multiple, so we again get sin of pi by 3, which is root 3 by 2, which is nothing but the same, x is pi by 3. So if you consider this value, the angle here you get sin of 3 pi, 3 into 2 pi, 6 pi plus pi, 7 pi by 3. We get 7 pi by 3. But so now x is equal to 7 pi by 3. This is also correct. X equal to pi by 3 is also correct. X equal to pi by 3 is correct. X equal to 7 pi by 3 is also correct. But this 7 pi by 3 is not in the interval 0 to 2 pi. 7 pi by 3 is not in the interval 0 to 2 pi. So this is a solution. This is also one solution, but this is not the principal solution. This is also a solution, but this is not principal solution. Pi by 3 we are getting, pi by 3 is in this interval. Pi by 3 is in this interval, so pi by 3 will become the principal solution, but 7 pi by 3 is not principal solution. 2 pi means it should be between 0 to 360. Pi by 3 means 60. 60 is between 0 to 360. But 7 pi by 3 means pi by 3 is 60. 7 into 60 is 420. But 420 is not in this interval. This will, after making one complete rotation, you will get 7 pi by 3. But that will not be the general solution. That will not be the principal solution. So principal solution means you should get the angle when you are making the first rotation only. When you are making the first revolution, that time only you should get the solution. So this is about the principal. This is about the principal solution. Okay, let's take example 18 and then we will take example 19. In example 18 is asking find the principal solutions of the equation sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. Just now we have done this. Now first thing, again I will explain this. First thing that you need to do is observe whether this is positive or negative. So solution given, what is given? Sin x is equal to root 3 by 2. Sin x is equal to root 3 by 2, that is positive. Now sin is positive. First we should observe whether it is positive or negative. Now it is positive. Now think in which quadrant you get sin positive. In which quadrant we get sin positive? We get sin positive in the first quadrant and second quadrant. We get sin positive in the first quadrant and in the second quadrant. So we should get two angles. We should get two angles. One angle we get in the first quadrant, another angle we get in the second quadrant. So we write this as sin x is equal to root 3 by 2 can be written as sine of pi by 3. That is in first quadrant. Pi by 3 will get in first quadrant. So from this we can get x is equal to pi by 3, or we can also get root 3 by 2 positive in second quadrant also. That is sin x is equal to sine of, how do we get in any angle in second quadrant? Any angle in second quadrant we get by taking pi minus. If you take pi minus, we get the angle in the second quadrant. So pi minus and root 3 by 2. For what we get root 3 by 2? That is pi by 3. So sin x is equal to sine of 3 pi minus pi, 2 pi by 3. So x is equal to 2 pi by 3. So now we are getting one angle, this is in first quadrant, another angle, this is in second quadrant. Now you can observe this is pi by 3. Pi by 3 is between 0 to 2 pi. This is 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 is also between 0 to 2 pi. The angles what you get here should be between 0 to 2 pi. Only then we call the angles as principal solutions. So here principal solutions are x equal to pi by 3 and 2 pi by 3. X equal to pi by 3 comma 2 pi by 3. So we get two principal solutions. Now take the next question. Again find the principal solution of tan x equal to minus 1 by root 3. Find the principal solution of tan x equal to minus 1 by root 3. Now again always keep in mind, first what we should observe. First what we should observe is this is positive or negative. This is positive or negative. First look at the sign. Now you know tan is negative. Tan is negative in second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Tan is negative in second quadrant and fourth quadrant. Tan is negative in second quadrant and fourth quadrant. So we should get two angles. Like here also we should get two angles. We should get one angle in second quadrant and we should get another angle in fourth quadrant. So tan x equal to this minus 1 by root 3 can be written as, it should come in second quadrant. In second quadrant means we should take pi minus. In second quadrant always you should consider pi minus. Then 1 by root 3. For what value of tan you get 1 by root 3? For pi by 6. For pi by 6 we get 1 by root 3. Now you can see, you can calculate this, you will get minus 1 by root 3. Pi minus any angle will come in second quadrant. In second quadrant tan is negative, so you get minus. Then this is even multiple of pi by 2. 2 into pi by 2, even multiple. So tan will remain tan and pi by 6. So tan pi by 6 is 1 by root 3. So that is how we can write any angle. So now this tan x is equal to tan of pi minus pi by 6. 6 pi minus pi. 5 pi by 6. So x is equal to 5 pi by 6. That is one angle. Another angle is, or we can also get another angle, that is tan x is equal to Again it is negative. Negative again you will get in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, any angle in fourth quadrant can be written as 2 pi minus. If you take one full circle, again you will come to x-axis. Again you will come to positive x-axis. So come back side means negative. So 2 pi minus. 2 pi minus, again where do you get 1 by root 3 is pi by 6. So 2 pi minus pi by 6. So this is tan x is equal to tan of 6 into 2 pi, 12 pi minus pi, 11 pi by 6. So x is equal to 11 pi by 6. So now we can write the principal solutions. Therefore, principal solutions are, I am writing in short form, principal solutions are x equal to 5 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6. So we get two solutions. So if you observe both the problems, in both the problems, first what we should do is, first we should look at the positive sign or the negative sign, and based on positive sign or negative sign you can select the quadrants, in which quadrant we should get the angle. Now if you want in second quadrant you should take pi minus, if you want in third quadrant you should take pi plus, if you want in fourth quadrant you should take 2 pi minus. So that is how we can find the principal solutions. Now consider a question from the exercise. Tan x is equal to root 3. Again find the principal solution only. Find the principal solution of tan x is equal to root 3. Now you can see this is positive. Tan is positive. Where do we get tan positive? In which quadrants? We get tan positive in the first quadrant and in third quadrant. We can write tan is positive in first and third quadrants. Tan is positive in first and third quadrant. So we should get one angle in first quadrant and we should get one more solution in the third quadrant. So we can write this tan x is equal to root 3. Root 3, for what angle we get root 3? Tan pi by 3. So x is equal to pi by 3. This is in first quadrant. Or we can get in third quadrant tan x is equal to tan of, how do we get angle in third quadrant? In third quadrant we can take pi plus. Pi plus means we get the angle in the third quadrant. Again for where you get root 3? For pi by 3. So we can write this as tan x is equal to tan of 3 pi plus pi 4 pi by 3. So we get x is equal to 4 pi by 3. So we are getting two solutions. This is in first quadrant and this solution we get in the third quadrant. You can check tan of pi plus pi by 3. Tan of pi plus pi by 3 is root 3. So therefore principal solutions are x is equal to pi by 3 and 4 pi by 3. These two solutions what you are getting, it should be between 0 to 2 pi. It should be between 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi means 0 to 360. See, the pi by 3 is 60. 60 is between 0 to 360. 4 pi by 3 is 4 into pi by 3 is 60. 4 into 60 is 240. 240 is also between 0 to 360. Therefore, these two solutions are called principal solutions. We can take one more example. Secant x is equal to 2. Second question, secant x is equal to 2. Now secant is positive. Secant is positive. In which quadrants you get secant positive? Secant positive means cos and the reciprocal secant should be positive. In which quadrants we get cos and secant positive? In the first quadrant and in the fourth quadrant. In first quadrant and fourth quadrant we get secant positive. So we get secant is positive in first and fourth quadrants. So one angle we get in first quadrant, another solution, two solutions, one principal solution in first quadrant, another principal solution in fourth quadrant. So secant x is equal to, how can we write 2? How can we write 2? Secant x equal to 2 means cos x should be equal to 1 by 2. Where do we get cos 1 by 2? Cos is 1 by 2 when x is equal to pi by 3. So here also we can take secant pi by 3. Secant pi by 3 will be 2. And another angle, secant x is equal to secant of fourth quadrant. How do we get angle in fourth quadrant? 2 pi minus and we can take the same angle here, pi by 3. So we get here x is equal to pi by 3. From here secant x is equal to secant of, this is 2 into 3, 6 pi minus pi, 5 pi by 3. So x is equal to 5 pi by 3. From here x is equal to pi by 3. Therefore principal solutions are pi by 3 comma 5 pi by 3. Next problem, cot x is equal to minus root 3. Now cot is negative. Where do we get cot negative? Cot will be negative in second quadrant and in the fourth quadrant. Cot is negative in second and fourth quadrant. So we get one solution in second quadrant and another solution in the fourth quadrant. So we can write cot x is equal to cot of, how do we get any angle in second quadrant? In second quadrant we should take pi minus, pi is 180. In second quadrant means you should get 180 minus less than 180 will be in the second quadrant. So we take pi minus, now we should get root 3. For what value of cot we get root 3? For what value of cot we get root 3? It will be pi by 6. Tan pi by 6 is 1 by root 3. Tan pi by 6 is 1 by root 3. So cot will be reciprocal. 1 by root 3 will become root 3 by 1, which becomes root 3. So that is equal to cot x is equal to cot of, now this is in second quadrant. If you see this is in second quadrant, you know it is negative. And this is even multiple. 2 into pi by 2. 2 is even. So even means cot will be cot. Cot pi by 6 is root 3. So this becomes 6 pi minus pi is 5 pi by 6. So x is equal to 5 pi by 6. Now another angle, cot x is equal to cot of fourth quadrant. How do we get any angle in fourth quadrant? Fourth quadrant means you should take 2 pi minus and again this same basic angle, that is pi by 3, pi by 6. So here cot x is equal to cot of 6 into 2 pi, 12 pi minus pi, 11 pi by 6. So x is equal to 11 pi by 6. So again we are getting two principal solutions. Therefore principal solutions are 5 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6. One more question related to principal solutions, that is fourth question. I will give you the idea. I hope you can solve this. Cosecant x is equal to minus 2. Cosecant x is minus 2. Where do we get cosecant negative? Cosecant is negative. Cosecant is negative in third and fourth quadrants. Cosecant is negative in third and fourth quadrants. I will just give you the idea. In third quadrant you have to take pi plus. You have to take pi plus. In fourth quadrant you should take 2 pi minus. And what is the basic angle that we get here? Cosecant 2. Where do we get cosecant 2? It is reciprocal of, if you take the reciprocal 1 by 2, where do we get sine 1 by 2? Sine 1 by 2 is for pi by 6. So we should get pi by 6. So one angle will be 6 pi plus pi, 7 pi by 6. Another angle will be 6 into 2 pi, 12 pi minus pi, 11 pi by 6. So 7 pi by 6 and 11 pi by 6. This neatly you write it in this way. So this is about the principal solution of trigonometric equations. So when we get time for CET and mains, that time we will do also what is general solutions.